The history bar keeps a timeline of the work that you've done on building your design. We have the ability to roll back the bar to an earlier state of the model to make edits or add features. It's also a great way to learn SolidWorks by disassembling an existing model and see how it was created. Let's take a look. You can see here we have a fairly complicated model made up of quite a few features. At first look at this thing, you can see there's actually some pretty complicated geometry here, and you might not know exactly where to start when you're looking at a design like this. There's some features here that we'll be covering again in the future, but right now, let's go ahead and take a look and see how this model was originally created. The history bar is kind of a sneaky thing in SolidWorks. There's nothing really that shows what it is or where it is. So you have to remember, it's this little blue line down here. So if I click on this blue line, which is the very bottom of the feature tree, notice as soon as I mouse over that line, it turns into a little hand. What I'm able to do is drag that bar and move it up all the way up here to the beginning. Notice all these features here that are created are all grayed out now, and I'm right here at the top. So my very first feature, I can drag this down one at a time to the very first boss extrude. So there it is. That's exactly what we started with in this model. And you look at the feature itself. I can go ahead and take a look at the sketch and see what happened inside of that sketch. And you can see there's some pretty complicated geometry that was created inside of that sketch. If I wanted to change something, I can jump right into that sketch right now and make some additional changes to the design if I need to, and those will propagate through to the rest of the model. When you're happy with that, exit out of the sketch, close this up, and we can start moving it down. So next little cut is going to be this little cut here. Then I'm going to mirror the part once, mirror it again twice. I can then roll it down further. I can add this little bump out over here. And again, any one of these things you want to look at further, click on the plus, look at the sketch, and take a look at how that feature was actually created. Again, we'll step through the rest of the model. We'll do a cut extrude or a cut revolve, which we'll be getting to in future chapters. And created a basic sketch here in a surface revolve, cutting some things off with the surface to smooth off that upper face. Doing a revolve cut inside of that, and a couple other little cuts. So you can see it's actually pretty complicated how this whole thing was put together. But each one of those things is like a little building block. Each one of them is not very complicated. For instance, this little hole here, all it is a circle, but it's relationed on center to that circle in there. So it's all simple sketches and simple features all built on top of each other to go ahead and create a more complicated shape. We chamfer a few different things off, and then the model's complete. So using the history bar is a really great way to go back and see what's happening in a model, or go back and change a model, or you can even insert features between individually created features that happened right in the beginning of the model. So it's a great way to work with. It's also a great way to learn, especially if you have some models as examples. You can take a look and see how it was created by a more advanced user than yourself.